Yeah! Welcome back to Redneck Snacking Food, where life is too short to be serious. Yeah, I'm trying something new out. I'm sorry. Anyways, first of all, I want to say thank you, Crumbl. They basically paid for these cookies for me this time around, and I'm just excited to tell you all about them and let you know what I think, what she thinks. This week is a special week. I'm excited. It's fair themed, so kind of like carnival-ish. Krispy Kreme is competing, but we wanted to do Crumbl because we love Crumbl, and Crumbl is life. So, there's 2 new flavors and 2 returning flavors. These cookies are hot and fresh, so the icing kind of got everywhere when I was driving fast down the road. But it is what it is. So I can't remember which 2 were new. I know the berry one was. Do you remember the fry bread? Or I think the fry bread. Fry bread I've never heard of, so I think the fry bread's new. The returning ones are the cotton candy and the caramel apple. We'll go ahead and... Yeah, they've had cotton candy. Everyone loves the cotton candy. It's crazy. But that's why I was expecting cotton candy to be coming back. But we'll go ahead and pose for this thumbnail.
Okay, I think that was
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it had a good look to it. And we'll start with the new ones first because that's what y'all care about. I guess we'll just have to start with that berry one just because it's kind of hard to get to the fry bread. I know y'all want to know more about the fry bread than anything, but she'll show it off, and then I'll put a napkin under it and we'll cut it.
I'm gonna eat the raspberry.
Oh no, let me have a little bit of it. Don't eat the whole. Oh, Sadie, that was part of the cookie. Oh, Sadie. All right. By the way, if you haven't met Sadie, she's my cousin. And, you know, that's all you need to know. So, this is a triple berry cookie. I don't know what it's called, but it's got strawberry, blackberry, and blueberry. That's why I wanted to try a piece of the raspberry. Well, I'll just have to imagine it. And it's topped off with whipped cream. So, are we going with forced here still?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you're still hungry. It's morning, so
Yeah.
there we go. It is a chilled cookie from how I feel it. Of course, whipped cream is chilled, so you don't want that to melt. I like it.
Mm-hmm. The whipped cream adds a weird taste to it.
No. I think it's just an interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
Now, I do wish it was, I don't know, more fruity than that.
Yeah.
But I think it's a simply good cookie. It doesn't really remind me of a sugar cookie. I think that's what it was described as a sugar cookie with fruit mix in there. But to me, it's less sugary, and I actually vibe with that. Other than not having enough fruit, it's actually a simply good cookie. I will give it an 8, just because it does well being its own thing.
I agree. 8.
You're quiet this morning. Did you stay up all night?
It was a bit hard to fall asleep.
Oh my goodness. This one is wants to fall apart, but this is the fry bread.
Isn't this
Cinnamon
like
fry bread.
Isn't this like a funnel cake kind of?
Somewhat. It does have cinnamon in it. So that's a little bit different. But essentially it looks like a funnel cake, except for it's like a glob, whatever you want to call it. But let's go ahead and cut this into some pieces. Try and get the little ball on there. This already has some, so I'll just get a little bit more, and then you can do whatever with that.
What is the glob?
I think it's like a cinnamon butter type thing. You'll know more when you try it. There you go. Now this one feels like it's not going to be quite as dense. Like it's, of course, that one didn't seem like very dense either. So let's go ahead and try this. Yeah, it tastes like a funnel cake with cinnamon. Yes, this is great. This might be the best one of the week. And I know that the cotton candy has a cult following, but
the butter stuff tastes like the stuff from Texas Roadhouse.
Mm-hmm.
On the bread.
I mean, it's cinnamon butter. That's what I was alluding to. But that cookie slapped. It was just its own thing. It was unique. One of my favorites ever. I'm going to give it a 10. I know that's a little ambitious, but I'll give it a 10.
I agree. That's really good.
What do you give it?
A 10.
Oh, my goodness.
That's
We're
why
agreeing.
I agree.
We're agreeing for once. I'm taking the rest of this home. This is mine. Ain't nobody touching that cookie. All right, cotton candy. This is a fan favorite. Oh, and it's already fell apart
But you've never
underneath. Yeah, I've never had it. So I'm excited to try this out. It's got little cotton candy morsels on the top. Kind of what you get. It's kind of like, I guess kind of like a white chocolate that's flavored like cotton candy is what I think it is. But this kind of reminds me of the cotton candy blizzard, where it doesn't have actual cotton candy, but it'll probably taste straight up like cotton candy. It's a sugar cookie underneath, but it's a lot of icing. I didn't think they would put so much icing on it, but they were making these fresh, so just is what it is. I'm sure. Oh, you're definitely.
Oh, it smells sweet.
Oh yeah. It's my issue here is I smell cream cheese, guys. I love you, Crumbl, but don't use cream cheese every time. Do the buttercream that you did with the orange. Let the flavor kind of make its own decision. You know my shirt's colored like cotton candy. You know, I do get a good cotton candy taste here, though.
What?
It's a big rush of sugar.
These are still like raw in the middle.
What is?
The chocolate chip.
Oh. I thought you wanted sugar. Ooh. Now those morsels, they're more like a crispy thing, not a white chocolate. They definitely add that cotton candy flavor 100%. If they would just load this whole thing up, I think it would definitely be extremely cotton candy flavored. But I like it. It's nothing crazy.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's the morsels that really give it the cotton candy flavor. I think they could do without, I'm telling you, I can taste the cream cheese here, folks. They can do without that type of icing. But other than that, I think it's a pretty good cookie. And I can see why people are crazy over it. So, I'm going to say it's a 7.5 for me.
I don't like that.
Oh my God.
It was too sweet. And the icing was just falling everywhere. Including on the table. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Oh my goodness, that's a low rating.
It was
Well,
too
if you
sweet.
didn't like that one, this one is, oh my God. Look at that.
Yeah, well, this icing doesn't look as, watery.
This ain't watery. Okay, so we got a mess here, and I apologize, but that was my driving as part of it. But this is the caramel apple. And we're going to just try and spread this out a little bit more. Just kind of fix it. Because it all leaned to one side. Just put it in the middle. All right, let's just cut this thing. Oh my God. This is a mess. All right, Sadie. And you eat another 4.
Cut that in half.
I'm just cutting icing at the point. I'm scared to eat this myself, so I'm just going to take a little piece like that. Oh my. It's drooping. Yeah, that's got a good caramel apple flavor right there. That hits right at home. I'm already telling you, tomorrow when I get these Krispy Kreme donuts, this is something Krispy Kreme just can't match on that. Like, they can flavor it as closely as they want, but they're just not going to be able to match that homely texture of it being like a caramel apple fusion of like a pie. They're not going to be able to match that. I will say this is still not my favorite. I will give it a 9. It's very rich, very delicious, but it does really well. Just not quite as good as the fry bread, but it is a really good cookie. Sadie?
I'm gonna give it an 8 as well. I think it's really good, but I think the fry bread's also my favorite.
Oh, I gave it a 9, but...
Oh, well, I'm giving it an 8.
Well, that's fine. I don't blame you. So, that's our review. Feels like we had a little bit shorter review than typical, but we just ran through it and got it done. So, Crumbl cookies. I'm going to honestly be honest with y'all. I just said honest twice. But, here's the thing. I wasn't actually extremely excited for this. But when I got into the flavors and started trying all of them, it made me excited. And they were all great. So this is a week that's totally worth it. No matter how you feel about it. And they're doing the best job that they can do to make it exciting. And honestly, it's an exciting promotion. I just had my preset things with being previewed that it's going to be Fair Week. I was like building up in my mind, this could happen, this could happen. And I knew cotton candy was coming, and I knew funnel cake, something like a funnel cake was coming. But I wasn't expecting like a berry and a caramel apple. But I think they did well with those flavors. So I am proud of Crumbl, and I can't wait to see what comes next. There's so many more flavors I've got to try, and there's so many more people that I'll probably bring along in the future. This will be the last time for a little bit you'll see Sadie. So I hope you enjoyed her presence. She was a bit quiet tonight, today. But that is fine. I love Crumbl. I hope she loves Crumbl. I hope you all love Crumbl. And I will be back, and she will probably eventually when I do a Crumbl review with her again. So, that's all I got to say. And we will see y'all around.
Yeah!